Trading stocks, options on stocks, futures, options on futures, and retail off exchange foreign currency transactions, Forex, involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by historical tests of strategies, is no guarantee of future performance or success. There is a possibility that you may sustain a loss equal to or greater than your entire investment, regardless of which asset class you trade, equities, options, futures, or Forex. Therefore, you should not invest or risk money that you cannot afford to lose. Trade Guide Limited is an authorized representative of Forex Max Limited and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority number 229906. G'day folks, this is Danny Youn from superchargedwyckoffusa.com. I'm the author of Supercharge Your Trading and Investment Account using Wyckoff Volume Spread Analysis. In today's video, I'm just going to go over the Aussie dollar. It was a very important day for the Aussie as we had the interest rate decision. Now, the RBA left interest rates on hold, and here's the move in regards to the interest rates announcement. Okay, so we saw basically they shook the market out. Okay, so we've got a shakeout here. They pushed the market up higher, and then they dropped the market back down. Okay, so we can see that there is considerable weakness. Now, the RBA left interest rates on hold at the record low of 1.5%, warning on a high Aussie dollar. Okay, so the RBA do not like the Aussie dollar being, above the 70 cents mark, towards the 80 cents. They don't like it. And it says in this article that I'm reading, it says, despite being under pressure from tepid economic growth, weak inflation, and surging Australian dollar, the Reserve Bank has left interest rates unchanged at its August board meeting. Okay, so now we've seen the weakness in the Aussie dollar, all right, because the RBA don't want a strong Aussie dollar, because it'll basically affect the tourism, and it'll affect a lot of things in this country. Okay, so we've seen the Aussie dollar get marked down now. It's been pushing down since the actual RBA announcement. Okay, and we can see when they tried to push the market up, we got supply coming in. Okay, and all the way down, we continue to see no demand. We see weakness has appeared. We get signals such as no demand, and now we're getting signals here at these lows such as no demand and up thrusts. Okay, but I think it's not the right time now to be looking for shorts, because the reason why is because areas of ultra high volume will get tested. So I think this has got a bit more room to move to the upside before we see further weakness. Okay, now if I mark the low of this bar, this ultra high volume bar, that is the area where I think the Aussie dollar will return to test. Okay, so we've had the break down beneath our trigger point, and now what I'm looking for is a retest back at that point, and it's around about this 79.95 level. Okay, now as you can see, as we are moving up, we're starting to get signs of weakness, so we may see a VSA principle before we reach that trigger point. So here we've got a no demand, and it's on low volume, but as you can see, it's still pushing higher. Okay, so I would suggest any signs of weakness around this area here. Let me just around this area. okay, would be a cause for a potential short trade. Okay, so that's the Aussie dollar. Now, where can it head towards? Okay, so we can see a area of ultra high volume is this bar right here on the 4-hour chart. Okay, so we've got this bar here, as you can see, very high to ultra high volume. So the low of that bar is key. Okay, so I would think the Aussie dollar will come back into this area here and consolidate. It might come down to test this trigger point at 79.18, but I would say anywhere between 79.95 and 79.18. That's where the Aussie dollar will rest if there's further weakness. Okay, so that's where we could see the Aussie dollar go to in the short term. Okay, so we can see here with the Aussie dollar, it formed a high, formed a lower high. So for those of you who used technical analysis, okay, so lower high there. With the volume as well, we can see there was slightly, high volume, and on the retest of that, it was much lower volume as well. So that gives us a indication that certainly there's no buying present at this level now. So we're likely to see lower prices. Now, I just wanted to show you one thing that I'm looking at as well, um, to give us high probability trade setups, and that's with something known as currency strength. Okay, so I've got this table here which shows me the different currencies: the US dollar, euro, British pound, Swiss, the Canadian, Kiwi, Aussie, and the Japanese yen. And what this does is shows me which currencies are acting strong and which currencies are weak. Okay, so we can see that the ones in blue are the weak currencies. The ones in yellow are neutral. All right, the ones in orange are rising, and the ones that are in red are strong. Okay, so the idea behind this is that I want to marry up a weak currency with a strong currency, okay, and then look for trade setups. Right, look for trend alignment, and then look for VSA principles to trade in the trend, with the trend. Okay, so at this stage, the weakest currency is the Kiwi, all right, and we've also got the Aussie as well. And the strongest currency looks like it's the euro and the US dollar at this stage. Okay, now I would preferably like to see the stronger currency above 7. Okay, and the weak currency below 1. Okay, so that is what I would look for. Okay, once I get that, then I'll go view the chart of that currency pair, and then look for trade setups. Okay, so this is something that I am testing out, all right, and to see how well this works, and if it does offer higher probability setups for us, with our trading. So I will keep you informed as to how we go with this, and it could be something that we could add in the future, if it all works well. Okay, so the currency strength, marrying up weak currencies with the strong currencies, and then using trend alignment and VSA principles to take the trades. Alright folks, if you got any further questions, please shoot me through an email to danny@superchargewyckoffvsa.com. Have a great trading day folks, and I'll see you in a future video. Bye for now.